Karma Mini.
Nirashiryat chittatma tyakta sarva parigraha shariram kevalam karma kurvannapnoti kilbisham. Such a man of understanding acts with mind and intelligence perfectly controlled, gives up all sense of proprietorship over his possessions, and acts only for the bare necessities of life. Thus working, he is not affected by sinful reactions. So, a very important word used here is Shariram Kevalam Karma. Nirashir. He does not want to enjoy the results of activities, and he is having perfect control of Chittatma, mind and senses, and Shariram Kevalam Karma. He lives, works only to keep the body and soul together. Shariram Kevalam Karma. And actually, if we go for even gross material enjoyment any more than keeping body and soul together, it only results in misery. The example given is that of salt. Salt is required, a bit of it, a pinch of it, to make the meal tasty. Now if somebody applies logic, if a pinch of salt makes the dish so tasty, let me put entire jar of salt into it and the dish will become much more tastier. That is foolishness, that is not logic. So people think, I have just smoked one cigarette, let me smoke some more and I'll be happy. I drank just a peg, let me have little more, I'll be more happy. I've had little sex, if I have unlimited sex, I'll be unlimitedly happy. This is as foolish as thinking, if a pinch of salt makes food so tasty, let me put entire jar of salt. So sense gratification, any more than a pinch of it, which is required for keeping body and soul together, it brings only misery in one's life. It brings addiction to our life. The thirst for sense enjoyment always keeps on increasing, as we have discussed, and the person becomes frustrated. So this is very important, please understand. Thus a wise person lives only for keeping body and soul together. And do you find people in today's civilization who work just for keeping body and soul together? Entire civilization is lusty and greedy. Where is the question of satisfaction when the heart is full of lust and greed? These are the real problems of life. All the other problems are the expansions of lust and greed, the result of lusty and greedy activity. So there is no question of less food. There is no question of overpopulation. These are foolishness of ignorant souls. We are so much lusty to drink tea, coffee and smoke marijuana and so many things. If we can control our senses, just keep body and soul. Will the soul leave the body if we don't drink tea and coffee? Then why don't we grow cash crops? So much land is there which is occupied by growing weeds, by growing other cash crops, tea, coffee, etc. And grains can be cultivated in that. And there would be no food problem at all. But no, we want to enjoy. And thus in all this artificial produce, then we tell there is no land for cultivating food. So actually the real problems of life are only lust and greed. All the problems are the results of such lusty activities. So Shariram, we should present this ideal in the society. So if we scientifically follow the principles of Bhagavad Gita, we will be able to come to that platform where we work only for keeping body and soul together. Tyakta sarva parigraha, and there would be more result from our activity, but parigraha, one is free from all the possessions. One understands everything belongs to Krishna. So just one maintains body and soul together and offers the results to Krishna.